Kevin and I wanted to have a family,
I definitely married up for sure.
and I'm so glad I have a godly husband to lead our household.
I love doing life with her. So right before Thanksgiving of 2018, we experienced a miscarriage.
I was bitter for a long time, but I knew that there would be brighter days ahead.
It didn't take but just a few minutes for him to deliver the bad news that we were praying that we wouldn't be hearing. She is going to be an unbelievable mom. She's built for this. She's made for this.
Oh my gosh, Kevin is going to be the best dad ever. Hey guys,
Hey, this is Kevin.
it's Kim.
Thank you
guys
so much
for watching our video.
We really appreciate it.
Kevin and I have been married.
And we were married in March of 2016.
Kevin has the biggest heart.
She is definitely a godsend, and I definitely married up.
He is the best husband.
I love doing life with her. She loves the Lord with all of her heart. That is inspiring.
And I'm so glad I have a godly husband to lead our household.
Keeps me on my toes spiritually when I need a lift, and I hope that I can provide that for her as well.
Kevin is the best thing, and I'm so thankful that God brought him into my life. Kevin and I wanted to have a family, so in 2018 we started trying to start a family.
Right before Thanksgiving, we experienced a miscarriage.
I miscarried. I didn't realize the effect it would have on me emotionally and physically.
Kim was very distraught for a while.
I was bitter for a long time, but I knew that there would be brighter days ahead.
It was just a very hard season to go through, but we held on to each other. We held on to our faith.
And I'm glad I had Kevin by my side to walk through that with. If anything, it brought us closer because we have each other.
When we got through that long process, we decided that we were just going to continue to trust in the Lord.
The only thing I knew was to hold on to my faith.
So we committed to trying for another year or so.
We knew that we wanted to start trying again.
As long as there wasn't any major complications or issues, we'd give it a year. And then after a year or so, if there still was no pregnancy, we agreed that we would go and see a fertility specialist just to make sure.
I'm so grateful that my friend at work was able to refer us to a specialist.
And we started that process in October of 2019.
To which we got to see them right away.
To weed out what could be maybe initial problems. So we did all the lab work and
test, lab work.
I had to get tested. They had to check out my boys to make sure they were good. And the next step was to see if we could do IUI.
We knew that it was time for an ultrasound.
Just to confirm everything that he had kind of been studying through her file.
Within minutes, the doctor knew.
It didn't take but just a few minutes for him to basically deliver us the bad news that
we could not carry naturally. There would be no possible way.
His final word was, I would not suggest that you get pregnant through IUI or IVF for sure, but even a natural pregnancy would be extremely high risk for Kim.
After the doctor walked out, I just bawled like a baby. I had Kevin beside me, but I knew that it would be difficult on what to do, but I always knew that something better was just around the corner.
On the way home from that meeting that day in the car, we were already starting to discuss adoption. So that basically was kind of the final confirmation we needed to kick off our journey officially into adoption. So for me, it's been somewhat of a different experience.
In an awesome way, I feel that God has been preparing me for this my entire life.
I don't have to go through the physical part of being pregnant. I'm more so just heartbroken for Kim that she's not able to experience that as a wife and a potential new mother.
Even when I couldn't even see it, I know that he was paving that way for me to finally get here. And I'm so glad that I trusted in him.
So in a way, I am a bit relieved that we're not putting her at risk. Whereas I think it's been a situation for her that God's been kind of leading her up to this for her whole life. I feel that God is equipping me to be a good husband and potentially be a good father.
The adoption process has been...
So this process has been...
I wouldn't say too long.
Challenging, educational.
Just preparing for everything that has been going on.
Eye-opening, mind and heart opening.
The paperwork, the questions they ask you.
Forcing you to think in different contexts and in different ways.
That you never thought, but good to think about.
I think we both have embraced the uniqueness of this process and going through this thing of adoption, and can't wait to see it come into fruition.
Sometimes that can be quite a bit overwhelming, but we know in the end the timing will be perfect.
One thing that I have been learning through this process the past several months is just how much Kim is so excited to become a mom.
Oh my gosh, Kevin is going to be the best dad ever.
Ever since I've known her, I know that that's been on her heart.
The way he treats me, I know he is going to treat our child even better.
As of late, I just have really seen this come out in her. Things that she's been praying for and talking about and preparing for shows me that she is going to be an unbelievable mom.
The way that he leads our household already, I know that he will lead our child in the way that God would want.
Whatever child that God has designated to be a part of our family, I know is going to get spoiled in a very good way by Kim's love and attention.
I can't wait to watch him with our child grow up.
She's built for this. She's made for this. And I'm gonna have to be super observant of what she's putting out there so that I can apply that to how I can be as a dad.
But I cannot wait for that day to come. Thank you all again so much.
Thanks again so much for watching our video.
This is where you guys get to be a part of our journey.
We really do appreciate and love each and every one of you.
We cannot wait to share this experience with all of you. Thank you again for listening to our story.
We wanted to use the end of the video together to invite you officially to join us on our journey.
And we would love it if you would pray for us.
Yes, and in addition to your prayers, we will need financial help. We invite you to log on to sparkman-family.com. From there, you can see all the varieties of ways that you can help with GoFundMe or other ways to give.
Again, thank you so much, and we love you guys.